There is just so much potential in PulseChain and altcoins, friends, because I don't think I've seen such an undervalued, underappreciated community where it's just so screamingly obvious. They're not going away. Minus 99% couldn't kill him. You're not listed on all the exchanges. There's no leverage perps that on these centralized exchanges for any of these. Like, man, what's the price going to be when they're finally here? You can't imagine this for all these other coins, man. You got to hope that Grayscale adds Chainlink to an index and all these other altcoins. That's exactly what we're kind of playing for at this point. And then basically the boomers got to buy the bags. So that's the important, unfortunate reality of the situation. And yeah, if you're looking for the clout from everybody else, you're not going to get it, friends. But I'm still going to give you a music pump because this is exactly what we deserve here. Yeah, I'm wearing a helicopter hat, friends. So not financial advice. Of course, go buy bonds. You know what to do. So PulseChain altcoins, right? This is a screenshot, by the way, from the end of January, just showing you the potential out here. Just seeing all these new logos and all these things pop up. And yeah, this is just what happens, man. This is the game. The game is, okay, you start off with the real builders, real stuff, making the utility. And then prices start going up, but everyone's getting confident and loose. And they're like, you know what? We can make some changes here and there. And we don't really need to solve for this utility. Let's just have fun now, and we'll do the utility thing later. And it's all markets, friends. Market and speculation, that's what happens, okay? What I'm going to keep doing, though, is comparing PulseChain to Cardano because they're so strikingly similar. Friends, you know Charles, for example, in Cardano land, they're doing votes and discussions and stuff here and there. They want Charles to basically kind of, his power to kind of like wither away. Not in a bad way, but kind of like, well, you started everything up. Now we want to really decentralize and like we run our own things. And they want like the foundation to kind of go away. It's kind of like almost like a beautiful type of finish. Just that beautiful for who? Because, everyone who joins, you want the pumps. I know you do, man. Like, it's great to see a community in a city. Like, for example, friends, if you go to New York, you're like, wow, you are New York. Yeah, but you didn't get rich of it. You can still enjoy it. I guess that's the whole important part about it. If there are nice applications and experiences for you to have. But let's be honest, right? What difference do you have? Because there's no geographical disadvantages here in crypto land, right? What's the difference between, say, Cardano land and just like some new Ethereum layer 2 grift scam chain that's coming out? There is no difference. There's going to be a difference for you. It's the yield. It's how much money are they giving you? Because you're just traveling through cyberspace. You're just clicking over a bridge, Whereas if you're in New York, you're like, wow, freedom, liberty. Oh, yes, tall buildings. I like it. The smell of garbage everywhere. Okay, so all of these things, they contribute to basically it being its own unique thing. It's just that in crypto land, things are differently. That's why strong community, they do matter. Cardano do have a strong community, strong principles and all these. It's just that, how strong? Well, sure, we can use the word strong. Just that, man, when PulseChain's doing 10 times your volume, not like 2, not 3, 10 times your freaking DEX volume, man. That's 10 times grassroots activity happening. Not just a paper hand, perpetual type of trading here and there. We shouldn't be this low. PulseChain shouldn't be this low. And with that means the PulseChain ecosystem altcoins just have a long way to go. I've just shown you some stats. These are just some stats I brought out basically from the chest here to show you, look, PulseChain can do over $100 million per day. Cardano does less than 10 million. PulseChain's only 1.8 billion now. Obviously, it's changed from today. Cardano is 10x more expensive. So yeah, it's 9 to 10x, right? PulseChain is a cycle 1 coin. Cardano is now cycle 3. So if you're at home, you want to do the X's. I know we like measuring the X's, friends. Cardano in its first cycle did a 420x bank, and it was very fast, by the way. It was like 2 months. It was like a few months, not a few months. Isn't that crazy? You're in an ICO, 300, like literally 3 months later, you have 420x on side. That's the very, very top. But still, that's insane. Imagine an ICO, friends. You put in 10K, 3 months later, it's $1 million. That's the power of these. And straight line, bang. That's what happened with Cardano. So 420x, first cycle. Second cycle, about 150x. What's it going to be in the third cycle? I hope, I'm praying, man, because this will be big if this happens. I just don't know. If you divide again Cardano by 3, you'll get like a 150x. Now that's an insane amount. That's like a $9 or $15 Cardano from that bottom. I mean, Friends, if I can't even imagine this number. If Cardano gets that high, PulseChain should be hundreds of X's higher than today. That's why I hope it happens, man. I want it to happen. Luckily for you, you have a friend like me wearing a helicopter hat that I spin around from time to time, friends. I've just been, I get you to at least accumulate while you can. For example, OKEx delisted PulseChain at the literal Pico bottom, the exact time to buy. And when you're looking at all of these, like, here's another thing, man. There's Cardano. I think there's a Cardano conference. There's the Cardano ladies, but oh man, PulseChain friends, Mati-Allin has been pumping out a Hex and PulseChain conference. 2 separate conferences every year. All right, in the bear market. And you know what Mati did, friends? He didn't dump on your freaking heads. All right, that's why you have to take some sponsorships for the Hex conference. Because he freaking stuck to the rules, man. This guy's a gem. You don't get this anywhere else. Also, what many people don't know about this, if you're new, welcome, take a seat over there, friends. Remember, fluffy slippers, fluffy microphone ball here too. Matti, you know what Matti did, friends? Matti is a genius, dedicated, loyal, defender of the community. Matti went to Bitcoin conferences and he would soft sly hidden shill Hex over there. Yeah, it was when I heard this, I knew onto something special. This is absolute commitment. He even went to that dude. What's that dude? Is he now kind of irrelevant now? The guy with the cowboy hat, Jimmy Bong. Yeah, Jimmy Bong, that guy with a cowboy hat. Mati-Allin. It was in a stream. I remember this, Matti. You tell them, okay? They're not gonna believe me. Matti walks right up to him. And he started talking to him about, yeah, I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's cool, man. And then he gives him a pamphlet card. And he starts talking to him about Hex in a Bitcoin conference. And then Jimmy Bong was like, no, man, get that trash away from here, man. And just this funniest story. And man, just hearing this, man, this is magic. You don't get this anywhere. Richard Hart didn't pay Matti. No one paid Matti. Okay, Matti didn't even pay himself for the conferences, mind you. He breaks even on these. Matti didn't even freaking release a token for Time Pays Me. Okay? And by the way, I'm not telling you to lock up anything. Not financial advice. You're literally listening to a dude in a helicopter hat once again. If you were gonna use Time Pays Me for anything, it's PulseX. Because there's no inflation in PulseX. Just holding the coin is enough. Your token gets auto-bought. Now, just be careful as well because you can lock it for 55 years and we might not even be around, friends, because, what if Vladimir Putin gets a muggus, wild diarrhea, and just starts bombing us and stuff? We don't really know, but Time Pays Me lets you time lock anything. You never know, man. It might be worth your time. You go, you know what? I'm going to take 2% of my stack and I'm just going to put it out. I'm going to stretch it out in time. Just give me 1% in 5 years, 1% in 10 years, or just 1% every single year. You can do that. Because remember, with PulseX, the protocol is buying off the tokens off the supermarket shelf. Unfortunately, with Hex already has time staking, time locking in there, right? But with PulseChain, you see, you shouldn't do it. Why? Because you need to wait for a staked PulseChain. Hopefully, Alex does it with icosahedron. If he does that, then you can do it because you miss out on the inflation. So holding Pulse, there are people earning 10 to 12% on the validator yield, and they're earning the yield, and that yield's worth juicy amounts in the future. You don't want to miss out on that. Then again, people might pipe a hand themselves anyway. So you see all these things. Matti on the apps, time locking yourself, doing that. He could have released a token. Friends, the people who made protocols without a token in crypto, you can count them on your hands because it's everyone wants tokens. People are like, we don't care. We don't care if there's no use case. We don't even care if your product isn't even finished. Just release a damn token so I can buy something for this bull market. We're all like that. And look at this. This is what you get to see. This is the 2023 Hexpo, just showing you, man, 140 content creators, 68 streamers. They survived minus 99%. There's a Hex movie. There's just all these coming out together. You can only think. That's why, look, my price targets that I was talking about in the bull market and bear market, yeah, maybe it's just easier for us to say, well, we should be easily higher than Cardano. How high? That's up to you to decide. But we have to be higher than Cardano. It is racist, transphobic, and every other phobia and all the other weird things that we want to give ourselves those labels. Okay, for us to be under Cardano with those fundamentals. Okay, but you know, I guess time will tell. And I'm just going to finish with you this message, okay? So there's actually a Twitter account here called My Friend Sommi, and he just makes these mad clips and stuff. I don't know who it is. I think it's one of the friends who DM'd me. Just apologize, friends, because I get literally thousands of DMs. You know, friends, there's been times in the past I've messaged people and they didn't reply back to me. And I'm like, you suck it. Now I'm in that position. I'm like, oh, okay, they just didn't see my message. There's literally thousands. I just can't keep up. Okay, I'd rather just keep making high-value content for you rather than help one person tie their shoelace, okay, when they should be wearing fluffy slippers in the first place. So the difference is, okay, what's the difference with me? The difference is, why is it highest value content? Highest value content because we've inverted the scam model. See, scammers, they take your money now and then they promise you something is going to happen in the future when they know there's only a 1% win rate. So they go, I've got 100 people in a room. Let me take 100 people's money, make a mastermind course for cucks, for everybody to suck each other off in this little Telegram or Discord. Oh, mastermind. Oh, yes, please, everybody come. All these people out here, they take your money first and then they do it. And then if it doesn't work, they go, well, you didn't try hard enough, did you? All right. That model sucks, but it's the only model we have because no one's got the balls to do my model. And what's my model? My model is, how about I give you the information for free now? How about I give it to you for free? Because I don't care. I don't need your money. But I love you that much. I give you the money for free. You probably love me that much by the end of it. You'll tip me 1 Ethereum. Now, that's what I made in this little clip zone. I believe so much in myself and you, and what the value I'm teaching you is that instead of charging you, asking you money for a mastermind, come join a mastermind group, come network with other cucks. Instead of doing that, where I steal money from you and offer trash value, how about I give you the value for free, and if you make it, tip me 1 Ethereum friendship, that's up to you, okay? Now, it makes no sense, by the way. If you got 5 grand to your name, why the hell would I want to take $1,000 off you anyway? That makes no sense. You know how? So friends, yeah, in this, it really hurts me. That's what these masterminds do. They go on to people with literally, some of these masterminds, friends, they cost 5 grand and stuff for the year. Like, and they're like, oh, you got to pay up front 12 months, but you're really getting $400,000 value. It would just be a big embarrassment for them if my system works, okay? Because I don't really care if it works or not. I don't care if we disappear tomorrow, really, friends, because I know we're going to make it, all right? Now, it'd be funny if the dude in a literal helicopter hat gives out information for free whilst calling out scammers, whilst showing you how to leverage trade, whilst giving you different ICO access, telling you, hey, there's different launch pads here, showing you, hey, PulseChain, PulseX Index, doing all the ground field research, showing you anecdotal evidence, giving you literally the highest freaking value, and then still warning you ahead of time in the bear market saying, hey, you better go triple as hard as you think just in case we stop 1/3 of the distance at the very end. Just imagine all of that actually works, and then these people have to face the wrath of all the unfortunate souls who they didn't find us, okay? But it is what it is, friends. Someone's going to have to buy the top of our bags. It really does kill me, man. These people running these like masterminds, oh yeah, come network with all these other people. They're all cucks, man. They don't know how to invest. They're freaking little bitches, friends. They run away from fights. They don't know what's going on. Yes, dare I say, they are soy enjoyers. They're probably Reddit mods. You know they are. Hunchbacks. How dare they take 2 grand out of people with 10 grand to their name? You know that 2 grand, that's a 40x potential in like PulseChain or PulseX or Hex, for example. That's $80,000 you're taking from these people. All right. And then, by the way, then there's a funny part. They take the money. See, if I took that money from someone, I'd say, okay, now just go buy these coins. I'll tell you when to sell. That's it. And if I don't talk to you for 5 years, that means you keep hold. They don't do that. It's going, they go, hey, come join Willy's group. And Willy's met like 5 entrepreneurs and they're all like really rich. And they all hang around with the Andrew Tate brothers and they own it, but they're really cool and they hang around a lot of girls. Please don't believe this stuff, friends. Clearly, there's clearly, you're all exploitable. Just let you know, friends. I know, but the Baby Doll cult members, we're all strong, ferocious, green candle soldiers. You know what I mean? These people are easily exploitable. Dad wasn't around growing up. They don't have an older brother. They don't have any good mentor or older friend. They don't have the fire. Okay? They're missing a piece in here. something just hasn't been able to ignite the flame in them. So they see these other males hanging around like these other literal prostitutes around, and then they think, okay, I've got to go worship them. That must be the answer, you know what I mean? And they get like a shock to the system when they say, you have been doing this wrong, blah, 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 blah. Take this pill, friends. The only pill you should be swallowing is the blue pill on a Saturday night because you drank a lot, all right? You don't need any of them. I'm going to prove it to you. All you got to do is make sure that you hold onto your nuts because it's going to be a wild crypto bull market. And I'm going to keep this helicopter hat on the whole time. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and dad you do love them. Catch you soon.